Hey everyone, this is Lonnie. Hope all of you red pandas out there have a great day so far, because you are the Swiss me out there, and I'm back with another episode of Steins episode 3. And honestly, I'm so pumped up to watch more. But before I do talk more about that, there will be an artist promotion here, and be sure to check out the artist links in the descriptions below. So be sure to visit the artist for more amazing art and episode 3 about Steins. I mean, lots of things happening here, and honestly I'm so pumped up to watch it because I'm getting so curious about it. Even more, I mean, as I did in the video, I was actually Google a little bit about the Large Hadron Collider, and I was right in the sense that it was placed in Switzerland, but I was pretty sure Geneva was in France, but it's near the border actually, so it is still in Switzerland. So I was right about that, and that they actually have been able to create a microscopic black hole. I mean, it's so little it does, but the amount of energy to make it is crazy. I love it. I said I love to read scientific papers, history, and things like that. So I thought it was really cool, and then even more when I read that the scientific European community that have all these is called CERN, but with a C instead of an S, as in anime. And I think that is pretty fucking cool. I mean, they really using bits of things in reality, like John Titor, the Large Hadron Collider, and all of these things. And I think that is very cool. It makes it feel a bit more real, I guess, in a sense, and makes me feel like, man, this is a really interesting trade. And then the microwave that like literally exploded with the and it did send the message back. I mean, I wonder. I think it's, and there is so many things going on there, and I'm really curious to see more about it. And of course, I'm so interested in this with timelines and things like that. There's kind of a funny thing. One of many stories I've been working on actually use parts of timeline. And try to keep up with me. I mean, obviously there is so many ways how it can work. You know, we have lots of time paradoxes, lots of billions of theories about it and things like that. And one story idea I used for using this was that this is the main character, Bob. She is a female, and she gets a daughter named Andy. And in the future, Bob have died, and Andy lives far in the future. Bob died a long time ago, and Andy gets a daughter that is sent back in time. That is Bob. You're getting what it... I was like, man, I like this idea because it's so mind-fucking. People gotta be like, what? She's mother to her own mother to her own daughter. You get what I mean? There is some... When I thought of this idea, I was like, man, I need to use this idea. So, and that, in that sense, actually do work. I mean, time paradox is in different timelines and things like that. I think this is super interesting. I mean, I haven't read super much about it, but I still think it's a very cool concept because it literally can alter so much. I mean, we all played games and seen movies and animes and all of that have these kind of things like, oh no, you're going back in time and you alternate the future, dun dun dun. And I think that is really cool, and seeing all of these possibilities, because there's no perfect way to say how a timeline, a time paradox and time machine, etc., actually should work, because we have no real scientific proof of it working or something like that. You know what I mean? I mean, there's many ways, as they explain in examples in here in Steins, and it's kind of funny that Ocarina for first time actually did mention Steins. I think that is really cool because, and as John Titor explained, that the timeline is working like, here is the timeline, he going back, kill person A, and that changed the entire timeline and creating memories and all that. And I feel kind of stupid when I was like going in so deep on it and talking, and then like 2 seconds later on, he actually said about, oh, maybe it was a different me from a different timeline that changed it or something like that. I was like, oh man. I felt so smart, like, yeah, I'm coming up with things, and made an unnecessary hard explanation. And he was like solving that, like, explained it like 2 seconds. I was like, oh man. Still though, I think it's really, really interesting. And that's a bit scary. I mean, I think I read something that time is the only subject, the only time of thing, the only thing that can only move in one direction. Time is going forward. I think I read something about it. I'm gonna see if I can find an article. It's in a Swedish magazine I read about. But I think it was very interesting because time is the only thing whose force is moving forward. Only seriously, time is such a weird thing when you actually think on it. I mean, the conception of time is so weird, and I'm talking so much. People that is new here probably think I'm a crazy maniac and all that, but I'm gonna. This kind of anime make me think so freaking much, and that is one of my problems. I do have. I think a lot. Maybe too many times. Well, wait, and probably maybe it's much easier to explain it, and maybe it's easier thinking the anime. But I haven't seen anime. This is new to me, and I'm just thinking on what could it possibly be? How can this be? And I'm like, oh my god, I'm so curious to see more, and I'm definitely gonna do that. So thank every one of you that have been here, been able to listen to my jabbering and shattering and all that. Thank everyone who seriously. See you later on, and most of all though, have a continued super great day. And oh, talking about that, actually, when I'm recording this is back in time, because I recorded this on Sunday, but I uploaded it on Wednesday. So I'm from the past, talking to all of you out there on this day. And I will warn you that the past was... Okay, there's nothing actually to... I mean, the past is already the past. It would be more impressive if it was from the future, but... Ah well, the idea was there at least.